Hey Ringside crew, welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. And now here's your host, Joe Panther III.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast.
Hey,
Happy
I can
Saturday,
hear you.
everybody. Happy PPW Day, everybody. And I want to welcome you to a fun day. This is the Saturday of the PPW show. Today is the day. Today is the PPW show. We are ready to rock. And I have a young lady that is absolutely blazing a trail for herself, shining it up nicely. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to Jem. Welcome to Dudes at Ringside, Jem. Welcome.
Hi.
Awesome. So, Jem, if for my fans, pretty much like on the West Coast and like the UK people that usually chat me up all the time, if they're not familiar with you, and what would they not be, introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, my name is Jem. I'm the pretty little problem, the drama mama. Okay. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. And if y'all are sleeping on me, I need
Set.
uh okay.
Here we go. And introduce yourself to my internationally known audience, Jem.
Okay. All right. If this thing can stop botching, just like the way PBW likes to botch my entrances. Anyways, my name is Jem. I'm the pretty little problem, the drama mama. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. And if y'all are sleeping on me, I need you to wake up because I'm taking over the world one little state at a time.
So when did you start loving professional wrestling? What was that moment? What match? What show? Like, what was that first moment?
Okay, so I always like wrestling because my papa, my older sister, like they were like the fans, you know. So they always watched the Attitude Era and all that stuff. But for me, I'm a big diva stan. Like I love the divas, and also like not only do I love the divas, but for me, I grew up with the PG era divas. So you know they were very slept on, but like I loved watching matches with my little sister. You know, Kelly and Beth Phoenix. Then we had Eve, the Bella twins, and then we started transitioning to like the AJ Lee's and Caitlyn. Oh my God, yeah, those are all my girls. But what did it for me, where I was like, yeah, like I'm about to be a wrestler, like no ifs, ands, or buts. I was at NXT Takeover in what was it 2015? I think it was 2015, where it was Sasha Banks versus Bailey. And I was there in the Barclays Center, little old me. I was there watching it, and I just remember like the show overall was like hella fun, but that match itself was like, that's it. I gotta do it. I gotta do that.
Mm.
And yeah, I just remember like little 15-year-old me. I was like, yes, that's the one.
Wow, awesome. Did like how long did it take you to find the school you trained at, and who trained you?
Okay, all right. So fun. I love telling this story. This is probably like one of my favorite stories to tell. So uh I started like what 2020, 2021. I actually was going to the UFC gym because I didn't know of like any wrestling schools like in my area. Like obviously like I've heard of like a whole bunch of like New York City schools, but you know, it's kind of hard to like, you know, go somewhere new. So I actually was in UFC gym and oh God, I'm supposed to be a thug right now. I'm supposed to be Gem right now, but y'all gonna get a little bit of Jordy for a second, okay? So I was going to UFC gym and I was getting some personal training from one of my coaches. His name is Coach Noel. And I told him, like, yeah, like I was like 110 pounds. I was skinny. I was like somewhat like I was like going through it mentally. I wanted to like at least just get my weight up because I knew I wanted to be a wrestler. I just didn't know how I was gonna get there. But I was like, let me just get strong and get my weight up, like get powerful. So I tell Coach Noel that I was like, hey, like I'm just trying to like, I want to be a wrestler, but we're gonna start off with this. And he was like, all right, fine, And I would go to the kickboxing classes. Sometimes I go to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu without the gi. And one day I come into the gym, and he's like, hey, I need you to meet someone. Like, oh, sorry, notifications. He was like, I need you to meet somebody, and I said, okay. I'm like, who do you want me to meet? And he introduced me to Juan Jeremy, corner man, rest in peace. He was the one that got me like introduced to wrestling. So, Juan Jeremy, he was like the main guy like in Gleason's gym with unpredictable Johnny Rods. So he was like, oh, like I heard you want to like wrestle. Noel told me all about you. Like I'm gonna like take you to meet Johnny Rods. And I said, okay, bet. So I go with Juanito like one day, and this was like very spontaneous. Like I go with him to Gleason's, and I meet with Johnny. And I started training there for a little bit. I trained for about like a month or two. Um, and I guess to get like a little bit vulnerable for a second, I really wasn't making like that much money at the time. So to keep up, training to be a professional wrestler, especially like when you're like on like a younger, like small scale. And then, like I said, I wasn't making that much money at the time. It was a struggle for me to keep up with. And on top of that, I was going to school too. So I was like, I have to like take a step back for a second. Oh, sorry, did I freeze again? My bad,
You're
y'all.
good. You're good. You're good.
So I had to freeze. Okay, okay. So yeah, I was like, I gotta take a step back for a second because I was also paying for a UFC gym, which was, an expensive gym. Yeah, like an expensive gym. It was like $110 a month that I was paying for. So I was like, I'm gonna take a step back. I'm just gonna go to UFC, and I'm gonna go focus on my studies and stuff, especially because Johnny was like, yo, go to school. Like wrestling's always gonna be there. Like go to school. So bet. So this was like a little bit like of when things was like locked down and we were like quarantining and stuff. Um so I was doing school online, and there was this class that I failed like two times or something. It was called applied psychology. I'm a psych major, by the way. I graduated with a psych degree. Thank you. Thank you. You can give me my flowers. Uh-huh. Um so I failed this class like twice or something. And so I take this class a third time. And my professor is like, hey, um, uh, where do you want to do your internship? Because I had to do an internship for the class. So he's like, oh, you live in this area? I'm gonna send you to this place then. So I was an intern at I was interning at this school. And I told my not my professor, I'm so sorry. I told my supervisor, like, yeah, like I'm actually trying to be a wrestler. I'm trying to, like do this. Like, yeah, I stuff. I want to be a wrestler. It was like, really? I said, yeah. She was like, I'm gonna introduce you to somebody. And I said, okay, bet. She introduced me to Joe Kim Morales of Battle Club Pro. And I told him, I was like, yeah, like, I'm doing my internship and stuff, but I'm trying to be a wrestler. And he was like, oh, okay, like, so this is the school called the Fallout Shelter. And like, these are our coaches. And, you know, I want you to like come stop by one of these days and like check it out. And I said, okay, bet. So I come like a day after class. I came in like like no, like not wrestling appropriate. Like I had like sweats, and like I had like some like spiky Converse on, and I didn't come in with the intention to train. He was like, "All right, get in the ring." I said, "Excuse me, sir." And I remember the coaches that were training at the time was Mike Law, Steve Pena, and Jorge Santi. I believe those were the coaches that was there that day. And I was doing my stuff that I learned from Gleason's because I was in Gleason's for a month. And yeah, Fallout Shelter just ended up adopting me. I felt like I was able to do a lot there. And, Joe Kim, especially, like, he took a chance on me. And, one day he debuted me, like, on like some like fun like shit, and it was great. So yeah, I've been training at Fallout Shelter. It was like a long, long story to get there because it was just all like spontaneous things. It's like I didn't go looking for it. It kind of found me. And the same thing with Gleason's. So it's like both of those like schools found me, and I'm just like, all right, it's got to be like meant to be if y'all are looking for me. So yeah,
Wow,
and
that's amazing. Do you
I've
remember
been
your
I've been
first?
training. I've been training.
Yeah, that, that's the most important part. Like everybody has like their stories with their training. So now let's go into a little further in, Jem. Do you remember your first
Mhm.
opponent, and did you have this whole thing up yet, or was it still a
Nope.
little further in?
Yeah, I do remember. So, I'm gonna give you two. I'm gonna give you two stories.
Okay.
So, my first ever like debut, I was more of a moment than like an actual match. So, Battle Club Pro, they do these matches called Survival of the Fittest. Basically, two wrestlers start. They have about 5 minutes to pin their opponent, and if neither of them pins each other in 5 minutes, then it turns into a battle royal. And so it was Women Crush Wednesday 2, I believe. Um, so it was I'm trying to I can't remember. It was so long ago, and there was like about, I think, 6 or 7 of us in that match. But basically one person couldn't make it, unfortunately. So they was like, you know what? You gonna go in. And I said, excuse me? I was training for like 4 months. But they was like, no, you gonna do it. And I said, okay, bet. So I went under the name Jordy Lee at the time. I was with my friends Kerr and Dave Rivera, and we were the Scottaricans together. And I
Scotty
thought I was,
Ricans.
yeah. So two Puerto Ricans and a Scottish, and you get Scottaricans. So it was the so I thought I was gonna manage them like only, but then they was like, no, you're gonna have a match, and I said, cool. And so I'm just like some little girl in the ring, and they didn't win, so it turned into sorry, the two wrestlers that was supposed to like pin each other in 5 minutes, they didn't win. So we go in, turns into a battle royal, and I just remember I think the two people that I was going against was Vita Van Star, and in Nevea. So I remember forearming them, and I forearmed both of them, and it was like, girl, they picked me up, put me over the ropes, and the Scottaricans, they catch me, and they're like, yeah, and then I get forearmed out of there. It was like, aw, and I was just like, I lasted about 30 seconds or a minute in the match, but it was hilarious, and it was like my debut. But my first real match, like my first singles match, was against Miss Sammy Chaos. And that's
Whoa.
why I'm like, Jem versus Sammy when? Because I haven't had a singles match with her since our first ever match. And that was back in 2022. I was still Jordy Lee, so she's never wrestled Jem, but she wrestled Jordy Lee, and Sammy has been killing it. So I'm excited to run it back when she stops ducking me. Sorry,
Yep.
I
Yep.
get a little triggered talking about
Yep.
Sammy. But
Yep.
it was a 5 minute match. She tapped me out. I lost, but that's not happening again. I promise you that.
Yes. No. No. Not on our watch. It's gonna happen, Jen. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
It needs to hurry up now.
Gotta talk in my aunt Lizette's voice. Don't worry about it, sweetie. We got this, you know. Two Latin aunts that both sound like Rosie Perez. There's no way. And I grew up on Long Island. Another hot take. Grew up on Long Island.
Ah,
Born in the city, raised on Long Island, and both aunts sound like Rosie Perez. You must be a
that's
Puerto Rican.
funny. That's funny.
Hang out with two aunts, both of them pregnant at the same time. What do you want, Randy? And I'm like, pizza? What kind? I don't know. I'm afraid for the answer. If I say the wrong answer, I'm getting thrown out. So whatever they want, it's like, like now I gotta run to the treadmill every time I eat a pizza, eat a sandwich.
Yeah.
Um, so
Real.
your outfits you always wear, Jem. Do you have them in different colors and stuff like that, or is it like do you make your outfits, or is there a person you send away to like design them and stuff like that?
I designed them because I
Ooh,
found it wasn't that hard to learn. Um, I don't make them, unfortunately. I bought a sewing machine. I touched it for like 2 minutes, and I was like, "Screw this! I'm done." I wish I had the patience to learn how to make my outfits. I'm not even gonna say like I don't have the time. I just don't have the patience for it. But I have so much like materials and like I have all the supplies needed to make the outfits. It's just learning to use the sewing machine, and then if things get messed up and then you have to rethread the whole machine, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
so
So
how many different color outfits you have?
let's see. So I have the black and gold one, then I have a blue and black one, then I have a pink and black one, and then I have the red and black, and then I have like my old. So those four gears is Gems gears, and then I have about like three gears that I wore as Jordy Lee. Um, so I have technically about like maybe seven, but Gem has four.
Okay, okay. Have you ever
And
thought
I
of
just
adding on like a holiday one, like a Christmas one, red and green, or like a Halloween one, like orange and black, or something like that, or like even like because the one that the red and black to me when I was putting it on the poster, it gave me like Freddy Krueger vibe with the stripes, the red and black stripes
It's
top.
because of the nails too.
Yeah, the nails. All I could think is
You know
that would be
what?
a
Like,
perfect Halloween themed like outfit, like making like a Freddy.
yeah,
Yeah. Um.
I would, but like y'all have to not you, but like we gotta understand. Making gear, like getting your gear made, is expensive, and on top of that, it's hard to get gear made when there's like only about five or like six like good gear makers, and everyone and their mother is using those same few gear makers. So it's it can be a struggle, because like I would love to have like, if it was up to me, I would have a new gear like every single time I would perform, but that's very expensive. And also, not only is it like expensive money wise, it's worth it though. It's an investment. I think you should always invest in your looks, like especially if it's something you're going to use over and over and over. So, period. But also like time is like limited when you have gear makers that are booked and busy making other people's stuff. So I try to, I just try to maximize my outfits as much as I can. But it's time for a new one soon. But
Yeah.
I need to know
Um.
when Jem versus Sammy's happening before I
Oh
get a new
boy,
gear.
I definitely got to remember to get my tickets for that one. I guess
Whenever.
I guess I need to have you catch Paul Boa outside, like on the
I'm gonna have
side.
to, because Paul, like Mr. Paul Bow, like you're playing with me. You didn't put me on the posters, and it's finally this show where I'm finally on a poster. It's like I was on the posters when Rembrandt was champion, and then he loses the belt against Dio, who cheated, and now I'm off the poster. Come on now, but again, I'm on today's poster, so
Ew, ew. All my female friends make fun of me now. One of the girls I hang out with all the time, I'm like, ew, all the time. She's like, yes, I'm a cat.
Ew.
I make meow. I meow. Ew. Mm. She goes, ew.
Meow.
I'm like, ew. She's like, what's with the ew? I'm like, ew. Don't ask a Latin person why we make sound effects. It's just that's us.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I'm from New York, Puerto Rican from New York, so we're always like got some stupid sound effects to make. So,
oh, of course. Ew. And I even throw a hand into it. I was teaching one of my girls how to do like a dance by a TLC dance from the 90s, just the shoulders and the hips like this. And she's a white girl. So I had to like show her. I was doing like the Bobby Brown like leg movement like this with my hips.
mhm.
And she was like, my God, hold on, do that again. And then I'm 42. So like my hips started hurting. My knees started.
Oh,
I was going,
oh.
oh, damn. But I got down. I got the move down. But it hurt. I was like, oh, I gotta start working out again. But I've always asked this question to wrestlers, and it's like my favorite one to ask. I've always since I started asking it. Are you an early bird to get your bag packed and the merch in together before a show, like the day before? Or are you that last minute Lucy that's going, oh my God, there's the tights. Oh my God, those are the knee pads. There's the merch bag. I gotta get it. And then that morning you wake up and go, oh crap, I didn't pack anything.
I am both. It just depends. It really depends if like I'm working or not, like before and stuff. I do sometimes like I'll even write like a little laundry list in my notes app and I'll be like, okay, I gotta make sure I bring this down to third. I wash my gear in the laundry, I let it air dry. And I'll remember that like the day before and stuff. If I wash it like the day before, I don't find it appropriate for me to pack because it's like my thing is still drying and I need to pack everything together.
Mm,
Again, it just depends on my mood. There's not like a in the middle. It's not like I'm gonna pack half of it one day. It's either I'm gonna do all of it like the day before or I'm doing all of it the day of.
mm, yes. So, when it comes to your like travel, because you're a city girl, you're coming out here to the sticks. Do you have any fun stories from
Mhm.
traveling?
Fun stories. I'm trying to think of like some fun stories. I mean, I have like a couple of things. Okay. Uh, it was okay. One time, I feel like the funniest story because I can't think of anything off like the top of my head, but it was one that was very nice when one of my friends. Sorry. Pause. Sorry. One of my friends, Abraham Khan, he surprised both me and Rem. So if you don't know, me and Rembrandt were in Federate, and Federate is like a big faction of us. Like so, Abraham Khan, Stephen Pena, Mr. Martinez. Yeah. So Abe, he surprised us one day when we were going to PBW. Afterwards, we all decided to go to Waffle House. And this was like the second time we were in Waffle House, but it was great. Like, I don't know. We were just all like sitting there. We were just all kind of like not obnoxious, but we just finished the show. So we were treating ourselves, to some good old food. And then like at the end, one of my friends, they like so Waffle House is notorious for fights and stuff. So they was like, yo, we're gonna like pretend like to have a real fight here. So one takes the chair and he's about to hit the other guy with it, and then everybody's just like looking at us like, the hell is wrong with y'all? Again, not like the funniest story, but like I'm just starting to travel more this year. So like I know, God willing, like I have more stories to tell. But this is my favorite, like funniest thing though to do. So every time we drive home, it doesn't matter who's in the car. I do this with every car. I'm like, guys, let's play a game. The minute like anybody who's been in the car with me hears me say that, they know what the game is. I'm like, everybody has to say one kind thing about each other. And everybody gets annoyed because that's the game I always play. And I think the funniest part about that game is like everybody like easily says something kind about each other, but every time People get to me, they have to pause and think for a second. And I don't
Oh,
appreciate that.
oh,
They'll be like,
jeez.
and Jordan. They'll be like, and Jordan. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, why do you have to think about it?
Yeah,
And
everybody will be doing that to me
every
at work.
and every time I'm like, let's play a game, everyone's like, oh my God, here we go. It's great.
We
Yeah,
just
I'm
got
still traveling
done.
this year.
They're all like, we just got done getting beat up for money. Now you want us to give nice things?
Right. But yeah, so I'm
Oh
still
my god!
traveling. If I come up with like a funnier story, I'll definitely bring it up. I just can't
Remember,
think of it right
Gem, we
now.
could always do a part two in 2026.
Period.
Yeah, unless the world ends before that, but I doubt it, niche. I'll survive. I'll be like,
I don't want that.
I'm a cockroach. I'll survive. Somehow I'll like this. I end up my lap. I'll be near my laptop when the ball drops doing a Joe live stream and boom, and then my laptop will be part of my head. It'll be like I'll fall, and then the
God
laptop will
forbid.
go like this, and it'll be like melted to my head. So I'll
Oh
permanently be
God.
alive.
God forbid. We don't want that.
The longest live stream ever. Like the glasses will be stuck to the computer. I'll be
Just get the
like what's
AI
that?
glasses.
Oh yes, oh yeah. These are one my mom gave me because she said she didn't like my OGs, and she said no, we're getting you real lens to glasses. These are the original ones that have been with me for 4 years of the podcast. Yeah. So
I'm a
when
glasses
it
wearer. I can't see shit.
I love glasses. I love them to hate them. But you have a very very big match that night at the show. Let's talk about it. I've been waiting to talk about this one since we was it first dropped a few days ago. We have this match right here, Gem. You have this match
Uh-huh.
against this young lady. So, how are you prepping? What are
Carolina
your
Cruz.
thoughts on the match? What are you going into about it? Like,
All right. All right. So it doesn't matter how many women I've beaten, they still don't want to give me Sammy. So I'm going to take this as, oh, okay. So I need to beat someone who's clearly had elite type of training, elite type of experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was signed by the biggest company for wrestling, period. So it's like, okay, yeah, like you got to beat her. So then we could give you Sammy. So I take it. Okay, here's the thing. I take it as a compliment. I actually am very excited. I looked her up. I like to stalk all my opponents. Do a little research and kind of see what's up. She's a baddie. I Not only is she a baddie, but like she's strong as hell. So I'm like, hold on. So I've just been making sure, like, again, if I'm gonna be going against someone like who's had some elite type of training, so Carolina Cruz, put some respect on her name, you know, if I'm gonna go against someone like that who's like been doing like not just in ring training, but like, out of the ring too, like doing like the workouts and all that stuff. I'm like, I gotta make sure I bring my A game too. So I've been like just my work schedule on a day-to-day like basis is very chaotic because it's very random. One day I'll go in from like 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. The next minute I'm going in at 7 p.m., leaving at 3 a.m. So eating and nutrition and consistency for a routine is one of my like biggest struggles, especially as a wrestler, because you're supposed to, in order for us to keep in the ring, sure like I'm like supplying with nutritious good food, and the only way I know to do that is if I just make my own meals. But with the minute like I found out like this match was happening, I was like, nah, I gotta make sure like I'm ready for somebody who was like signed. I haven't had a lot of single matches, I would say, up until PPW like took interest in me. And the fact that PPW made this match happen, I'm like, I got a lot of people who might question how I act in the ring because one day I like to be a little diva and I like to just be a little prissy. I might cheat a little bit and stuff, and then next minute I'm wrestling. But I'm making sure, like, yo, you know what? Despite like my crazy work schedule, I'm eating good. I'm going to the gym like 4 times a week. It doesn't matter like what time I go, I just go. I've been training with Rembrandt and a couple of other people, like, just making sure like I'm ready. This is probably my biggest match up to date so far. So looking forward to it.
And I'm looking forward to being there, and I know a lot of the PPW Nation is gonna be there and give you a huge shout out.
They better because I don't appreciate how half of y'all be booing me when I come out. Like y'all are
I
so
won't.
rude.
I'll be like cheering you, even though you'll probably try to take. This is my new rule. If a wrestler takes my glasses, they gotta get me. You gotta give me props and not hit me with. I was hit by a Sister Abigail by a friend by a wrestler from High Grounds, and yeah, does does everybody know that by now? The internet has not given up on that one. My dad still laughs at me. I got hit with a Sister Abigail. It was a
Nice.
fast. It ended quick. I woke up the next day wondering where I was. Just kidding.
No.
I was fine.
Period. Well, maybe it was deserved.
Yeah, I did ask why'd you do that. And like I said, why would you do that? Why? And then he took my glasses off and said I don't hit people with glasses. So he was
Nice.
being a little respectful. He did take my
Yeah.
glasses off. Like,
Before you did, yeah. Period.
because you won't hit somebody with glasses unless they deserve it, Jem.
Well, you actually, fun fact about me, I've been a person with glasses who got hit before. Um, not a fun story, but I will say this. It probably led to my wrestling journey because one day, so again, I told you, like before I started UFC, I was like 110 pounds. I was really skinny. I was just like weak. Um, I was working retail one time, and this person comes in and they basically robbed the store. They grabbed the stuff. Now I ain't gonna say where I worked because, like, it was a overall, like, good company to work with. But I didn't like how sometimes I felt like I was responsible if things got stolen. You know how sometimes when people steal at retail, the retail workers be like, I'm gonna just mind my business. That wasn't the case at this job. So I was already in hot water that day. So I like being robbed was like no. So I ran out the store and Shorty bam punches me in my shit. And I'm wearing glasses. So she breaks my glasses and I have a black eye. And I'm like, well, I still gotta get my shit. So I booked it. Like I'm over here like, running and chasing after her. I'm chasing her like a few blocks down. I think I was blown too. So I think I was running for like 3-4 minutes. And then afterwards she's like, yo, I just lost my job this and third. And I was like, yo, well, I'm not trying to lose my job. So just give me my shit. So she gives me half of the shit and then she books it. I'm like, whatever. So my glasses were broken. I had a black eye, and I was like, "Yo, enough is enough. I need to learn how to like defend myself." So that's why I went to UFC, which led to me meeting Juanito, my original mentor. Thank you, Juanito, which led
Yeah.
me to starting my wrestling journey. So yeah, I was a
That's
victim of a glasses person being
Don't discriminate the guy with the glasses. He may be your manager one day. And my rule is if there's ever a
listen. All
manager
I
of
gotta
the thing, I like jackets. I wear the cool, funny jackets. You'll see the blue
all
jacket
I
running
say
around
is
the
people with glasses.
you'll see me in my suit jacket at the show
Listen,
representing the
all
blue
right.
coat.
All right, but I ain't gonna stop me from punching you. But if you have the glasses, like I won't punch you. So
Unless unless I do something stupid by ringside that's saying call you Gemini or something. Hey Gemini, what? Hmm.
that's kind of fire though. I don't even hate that. I was a Gemini. Cool. My
Gemini.
birthday is not 2 days ago. 2 weeks ago. Oopsies.
Like but next on the the docket for this interview, Gem. Let's show my fans if they want to pick up anything, Gem, any merch. Let's show off some of your merch.
Period. All right, y'all. Got my little
She was
bag
ready.
of merch right here. All right. All right. So first, because we know again, we all love t-shirts and stuff, and I guess we can't have enough t-shirts. All right. Bam. All right.
Ooh,
Jen. Oh, sorry,
beautiful.
the lighting is trash, y'all. The little glare is now being covered by the gem t-shirt. That's little old me with my little black and gold gear. I commissioned this artwork from this very fantastic artist I met at Kineticon. His name is Pyro Benarf. I think that's how you pronounce it. Shout out to him. Um, ready? Little
Yes.
keychain. Bam. Ooh, and guess what? My little sister designed this one.
Oh wow, that's
So
cute.
this is mama. Okay. So I have like long hair with so when I like I said have my band. So ready? And then drum going crazy. It says cute. Okay. All right, hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay. Ready? This one is Drama Mama Standy. Cute. Yeah, right there. She gets together and then she don't.
Ooh, look at that.
And
That's
then
cool.
ready? Another Sandy from the Pyro Band.
That's cool. I
And
like that one.
nice. And then hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Bam. Stickers. We got
Oh, I
stickers.
love the stickers.
Hold
Stickers are the
on.
best.
We got pins.
Well, I
We
do
got
like pins.
pins. And hold on. Wait. I'm looking for something. I'm looking because where is it? Where is it? Am I running out of these? All right, you love to see it. We love a sold out. We love sold out stuff.
Oh
Give
yeah.
me a second though. Hold on. Oh, more stickers, more stickers.
Ooh, that's another. That's a nice one.
Oh, PPW, they're doing little cards. Kids at
Yeah, I
PPW.
heard about the business. I heard about those cards. They're really cool.
So
How
cute,
does it
so
feel to have
cute.
yourself like a
Hold on.
baseball card of yourself? What does that feel like? Can you still hear me, Jim? Ooh, oh, what's that?
Me for.
I don't know. I think it must have been a few seconds, but we're back on and we're back doing it. Yeah.
Well, like I said, buy all the gem merch, tote bags, 8x10s, standees, keychains, and buy my man's merch too. He sells t-shirts and deodorant.
And deodorant?
Yes! Oh my god, it smells
Wow.
mad good. Oh my god. I just dropped it. Yeah, he sells deodorant. I mean, it smells like apples. Yes, smell just like him.
Ooh. I've been using Axe, and actually, they have a deodorant with the bear holding an apple. I don't know if you've seen that one yet. That's what I've been using lately. The bear. It's
No,
been
that's
like
not cute.
it's an apple
Oh,
bear.
let
I don't
me
know. Weird. I don't know. I think it's
will
weird.
use
Apple
this
bear.
natural deodorant called Red Apple. I need to use this one instead, okay? Period.
I guess we're gonna have to check that one out when you get to the show. Um, before we
Do
go,
it for real. You
Jim.
won't regret it.
Yeah, when we get to the show, I'll have to check it out. Before we go, Jim, if my fans want to follow you on social media, how can they find you?
At official Miss Gem, official OFFICIALMISSJEM. And you could find me on all social media platforms with that handle TikTok, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Instagram. Yes, at official Miss Gem.
Mm. Okay, that was awesome. Jem, I want to thank you again for coming on Dudes at Ringside. Nothing but the best of luck tonight in PPW in Slatington, Pennsylvania. You're going to get the win. I believe in you, believe in all the Gemness. I am Joe Panther the Third.
And I'm Gem, pretty little problem, drama mama Gem. And I'm gonna see y'all tonight.
And we will catch you in the next one.